Now we are going to derive an equation for potential due to point charge. Now for this, first of all, I have to choose a point charge. Here is, let us say, a positive point charge, capital Q, and this is the electric field produced by this point charge. In this electric field, here somewhere, let us say there is a point P, and I want to find out the potential at this point P. For that, first of all, let me draw a line passing through this point P in a radial direction. So here is the line in a radial direction, and suppose that the end of this line is at infinite. Obviously here infinite cannot be there on this page, but assume that this point is infinite point, and also take one point here somewhere, and let us name it like P dash. Suppose the position vector of this point P is R. Let me show that. Here is the position vector R. Also, let me show the distance of point P dash is R dash. So here is the distance R dash of point P dash from the charge Q. Now we will find out the electric field at this point P dash. Electric field at this point P dash is, let us say, EP dash. Then we can write EP dash as 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 and Q upon R dash square and caret R dash, where caret R dash is obviously a unit vector in radially outward direction. So this is the electric field at this point P dash. Now suppose we place a unit positive charge, let me name it like Q is equal to plus 1 coulomb at this point P dash. We are placing a unit positive charge, that means 1 coulomb charge at this point P dash. Now we are giving a small displacement to this unit positive charge. Let us name that small displacement as dr dash towards the charge Q, capital Q, towards the charge capital Q. So we can find out the work done in this case. So let us put, for small displacement dr dash, the work done on unit positive charge will be, let me write it like dW. So dW will be equal to F dot dr dash, where F is the force on that unit positive charge. So that I can write like Q EP dash dot dr dash. Here Q EP dash is the force on Q charge, but our Q charge is a unit positive charge, so I can place 1 at the place of Q, and for EP dash we have already this equation. Now let me put Q as 1 and EP dash is Q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 R dash square dr dash. Here I should put a minus sign. The reason is simple. See, the electric field EP dash is radially outward at point P dash, whereas the displacement dr dash is radially inward at this point. So obviously this work will become negative, or in another way I can say, here is a dot product, and in this dot product the vector EP dash and dr dash both are in opposite direction. So obviously you can put EP dash dr dash cos theta, and this cos theta will be cos 180, which is minus 1. That's why this sign will be minus. So this is the small work done on unit positive charge while moving it from point P dash towards the charge q. But we need the total work. So for total work, we should write now the total work done from infinite to P can be written as, let me shift this up, W is equal to integration infinite to P dW. Here this q and 4 pi epsilon 0 are constants, so I can place them outside, and now integration of 1 upon r dash square and dr dash from the limit infinite to r rather. See, instead of this p, now I am putting r because the distance of point P is r. That's why I am putting here r. Now solving this, we will get minus q upon 4 pi epsilon 0, and this integration of 1 upon r dash square will become minus 1 upon r dash only from the limit again infinite to r here. So now this minus minus will be cancelled out, and the remaining term is q upon 4 pi epsilon 0, and by putting the values of upper limit, this is 1 upon r and here is 1 upon infinite. Obviously 1 upon infinite will become 0. So the work done will be finally q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 1 upon r, or you can also write it like kq upon r, because 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 is k. Now this work itself is the potential at point P. So I can write, thus potential at point P due to charge capital Q is Vp, or you can also write like Vr because the position vector is Vr, that is equal to Q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 r, or we can also write like K capital Q upon r. So this is the final equation what we were expecting. Now here we should note few things. Let me shift this up, getting this equation ready. The first point, as a note, I would say here the potential V is proportional to 1 upon r and not 1 upon r square. You know, in electric field, the electric field of a point like charge is proportional to 1 upon r square, but potential of a point like charge is proportional to 1 upon r. Second thing to be noted is, for q that is greater than 0, obviously the potential is also greater than 0, and for q less than 0, the potential is also less than 0. That means if the charge which is producing the electric field is positive, q greater than 0 means it is positive, the potential at point P will be also positive. V is greater than 0, that means potential is positive. And if the charge is negative, q less than 0, then the potential at point P will be also negative. Obviously, when we put negative q in this equation, the potential will come negative. In another way, we can say, if the charge producing the electric field is negative, then it will be attracting the unit positive charge towards it, and so the work done while moving a unit positive charge from infinite to that charge capital Q will be negative, because now the unit positive charge will be already attracted. So the work will be negative, and that's why the potential will be negative. So again I am repeating, if Q is less than 0, that means charge is negative, then the potential is also less than 0, that means potential is also negative at point P. The third point is very simple. If the point is at infinite, that means if the distance r is equal to infinite, then obviously the potential will be 0. From this equation you can see, if you place r is equal to infinite here, then this potential will be 0, V will be 0. That means at a very far distance, the potential of any charge becomes 0. Now I am going to show a graphical representation of the variation of electric field with distance and variation of potential with distance. Here on this x-axis there is distance r from the charge q, and on the y-axis I am taking V and also electric field E. So the graph of electric field will be somewhat like this, but the graph of potential V will be something like this. This is the graph of electric field of point like charge, which is proportional to 1 upon r square, and this is the graph of potential of a point like charge, which is proportional to 1 upon r only. Now let me create some space for illustration number 2.1. Here is example 2.1. A. Calculate the potential at point P due to a charge of 4 into 10 raised to minus 7 coulomb located 9 centimeter away. B. Hence obtain the work done in bringing a charge of 2 into 10 raised to minus 9 coulomb from infinite to the point P. Does the answer depends on the path from which the charge is to be brought or not? Let us see. Here the answer of A is very straight. We know that the potential is kq upon r for a point like charge, and here k is 9 into 10 raised to 9, and the value of q, charge q, is 4 into 10 raised to minus 7 divided by the distance is 9 centimeter, that means it is 0.09 meter. So solving this, it's simple that you will get 4 into 10 raised to 4 volt. The unit of potential is volt, and so this is the first answer, A. Now for B, here we need to find out the work done on charge q while bringing it from infinite to point P. So that we can write as work W is equal to QV, because work done on bringing unit positive charge from infinite to point P is potential V. For Q charge, obviously it becomes QV. So this work is QV. This is also the potential energy, as we have already discussed. Anyway, here this charge Q is 2 into 10 raised to minus 9 coulomb, and the potential at point P is 4 into 10 raised to 4. So that gives us 8 into 10 raised to minus 5 joule. So here is our second answer. Now here only they have asked that whether this work depends on the path of the charge from where it is bought. The answer is straight no. Here, the work done is independent from the path along which the charge is brought. The reason is simple. In this work equation, we are having potential V, and this potential V is depending on the distance r but not on the path from which you are bringing. So that's why this work is independent from the path from which we are bringing this charge.